like 11:30. And I woke up this morning feeling, a little bit more optimistic about some things. So in the last vlog, I talked about how I have been frustrated with how my body is responding to the things that I'm doing that I used to be able to do and see certain results. And now, because I'm older and my body has changed, I'm not seeing those results. And also just, self-acceptance of the body that I'm in at this age and comparing 30-year-old latawnya to current latawnya. So yesterday when I went to lunch with my friend, we were just talking about health also, and she got a tonal, I guess a couple years ago. A tonal is like another at-home workout piece of equipment. And she was just raving about it and said like it changed her life, because she had been going through the same things. Like she was eating, she felt healthfully, being active, and just wasn't seeing the weight come off. And so she said, I started doing the tonal and things changed. I lost 25 pounds. Also because she's lifting weights, which is what I was saying, I think, in the video. If I didn't say it, I'm aware that I need to lift more weights. It's just like getting myself to that, because I'm so accustomed to just doing cardio and like weights here or there. And that is what was great about Orange Theory, is that it was forced upon me. Like no matter what I did, I was gonna do 20 minutes of weights or so every time I went there. So she's like, I got the tonal, it changed my life. I was, it just forces me to do different weight activities. So as soon as she said the phrase, it changed my life, I was like, do I need a tonal? Now, mind you, I have 2 Pelotons. I have the bike, I have the treadmill. And mind you, Peloton has weightlifting classes that I have full access to. But there was a period of time where I was like, I need this tonal. And then I looked at the price of the tonal. I said, well, I don't want to be spending over $4,000 on a piece of exercise equipment right now. I'm still paying my shutters off. So what I decided to do, which I think is, the rational me speaking when I calm down, is I decided, this is what I did before I went to bed last night. I went on the Peloton app. Really, I was going on there to see like some different weight classes that I might be interested in, and saw that what they have now is where you can have a program created for you specific to what your goals are, how much time you have, so on and so forth. So I said, let me do this. Let me answer these questions. Let me get a program designed, and the program changes every week. So every week you're going to get a different program, basically a different set of classes that it recommends you take based on what you're saying you want to do. And I said, and that's essentially, it's like me going to Orange Theory, but not. Like, it's going to include, you tell it I wanted to include work on the treadmill, the bike, weights, mobility, whatever you wanted to include, they will include it. And so I created that, and I'm looking forward to starting that. I didn't exercise today because per my program, although it's midweek now, today is my rest day. So it told me, in theory, if I had started this earlier in the week, it gave me the workouts I would have done on Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday's gone. Can't do anything about that. It's Wednesday, so I'm going to honor the rest day. And then I think the second rest day would be Sunday. So I said, let's try and commit to that before we go spending $4,000 on a piece of exercise equipment. So I did that. I'm feeling optimistic about that, because I feel like now I have a plan that's specific to what I'm trying to do. Because right now I am exercising on a consistent basis, but there's no real rhyme or reason to it. I'm just doing what I know to do. So I did that. And then my friend also told me about this app that she uses. I want to say it's called Cal or Cal AI or something, where if you take a picture of your food, it'll give you like the nutritional value of it. It'll give you the macros if you want the macros, the protein content, the carb content, the sugar. How it does all this magic, I don't know, but we're living in an age where AI can do just about any and everything. So I said I will also do that. Let me be even more mindful about tracking my food, because maybe I think I'm in a calorie deficit, but I'm not. Or maybe I think something has more protein in it than it does. Or maybe I don't realize how much sugar is in certain things. So I signed up for that. to kind of keep me on track. It also tells you if you want to maintain weight, this is what you need to do. If you want to lose weight, this is what you need to do. So it'll give you a calorie range to stay in, and it'll track all that for you. It will take into account any exercising that you do and factor that in. And the hardest part, the part that I'm the most nervous about, is I got a scale. Now, I used to weigh myself religiously every Friday. I used to call it Fat Free Fridays. Every Friday at the same time of day in the morning, right after I took a shower. And then I stopped doing that because I just kept getting frustrated, like the scale wasn't moving, or if it did move, it would be moving in the wrong direction. And so then I said, you know what, let me just kind of focus on being active and just being healthy and focus on that. And I did that, but I still think there's some slippery slope there, because now you don't have like metrics or data that tells you whether or not you're actually doing the right thing. So I'm like, maybe I need those hard numbers in my face. Maybe I need the anxiety of, okay, you're going to be getting on the scale to keep me in line. And I'm also very leery about it because I feel like you can get very quickly obsessed with the scale and the number. So I am, you know, mindful of that. And that was one of the other reasons why I stopped with the scale, because it can just really, it's like a blessing and a curse. So, I have a month. I'm gonna really just kind of focus hard on that, see how I feel. Continue to look at things I can tweak in my eating habits. Because what I was telling my friend yesterday is that this is the time to kind of try and figure those things out. Like, are there any adjustments you need to make? Because trying to do that during the school year, it's a done deal. You just don't even have the mental space to be doing that. So right now where I'm at is I'm at the grocery store to pick up some more fruit. Is there something else I wanted to get here? I think I just came here to get some fruit. Like, they have a fresh cut fruit stand, and I want some watermelon and maybe some mango. And I also need to stop at CVS to get some shower gel. So I'm just here to do that. Aside from that, today I'm really looking forward to just having a day at home. Just a in the house day. I'm just gonna be in the house, resting, relaxing, because that's what I need to make sure I also do during this summer. So I'll obviously do some things while I'm at home. I still have to fill out the expense report for that CTA trip, so that has to be done today. I'll probably look at some stuff for school, but I'm definitely gonna be on that couch also, continuing to watch The Gilded Age and just relaxing. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to more in the house days, because I've been out of the house quite a bit this past month. So I'm gonna go in here and get my fruit. I also have some packages coming from Amazon today. Things for the classroom that I need, and some health stuff that I ordered. And I'll show you that stuff later. So I'm gonna go into the grocery store, get my fruit, get my shower gel, and go home and eat some breakfast. All right, I'm home from the grocery store. Got my watermelon, got my shower gel, and then I picked up a couple things for lunch today and tomorrow. And then I came home and I made my breakfast, although it's like noon. So this is what I have for breakfast, or this is what I made. I haven't eaten it yet, obviously. It's 2 eggs, a piece of sourdough toast that I split in half, and some bacon. And then I put it in the app that I was telling you about. So you take a picture, you upload it, it's pretty instantaneous, and then it gives you its analysis of the food. So I don't know how well this is focused, but it's 475 calories, 20 grams of protein, 45 grams of carbs, and 20 grams of fat. And then it tells me how many calories I have left. It does take into account how many calories you're burning throughout the day. So if I told it I wanted to lose some weight, so it told me I could have I can net about 1,400 calories a day, which doesn't sound like a lot, because it's not. But it does take into account like any sort of physical movement. So before I scanned that picture in, it had actually jumped up how many calories I had left to 15 something, because it took into account that I had been walking around or whatever. So definitely on the days that I exercise, it'll be a lot easier, but today I know I have to kind of be mindful. So I'm just gonna, you know, ease into it. I'm gonna do what I would normally do just so I can get a sense of like where my baseline is at and how much adjusting I need to do. So the app, I'm on a free 3-day trial. If I continue it, which I'm sure I will, it's $29 for the year, which is not bad at all. So I'm gonna enjoy my breakfast and then watch this episode. I'm on season 2, this is probably episode 5 of The Gilded Age. And I'm just gonna, you know, chill out, relax, be a lady of leisure, because that's what I should be doing for my summer break.
He kissed me. What? When? In the barn. We were fighting for our lives, hiding, hugged together. And he's married. I know. Of course you do. I'm sorry. It was wrong and foolish. But the truth is, he's a friend now. I can talk to him about anything.
Oh my goodness. Okay. The dogs have been watching me unpack the stuff I just got from Amazon today, which I just realized there's a package outside, so I'm gonna go get that. Hold on. Stay there. Okay. We'll address that one in a second, but I had some lunch. Did I show you? No, I had lunch. I had a little sushi roll from the grocery store and took a picture on my app that I've been trying. Once again, it was able to register exactly what it was. I was kind of surprised because I just took a picture of it like in its whole roll format, and as I uploaded the photo, I was like, I wonder if it's gonna know what it is, and it did, and the nutritional information it gave it is pretty much in line with what the nutritional facts label was on the actual food itself. So I did that. I also said, let me think about some alternatives for Starbucks, because sometimes I'm just going to Starbucks for the treat, for the field trip of it all. So I went and got a green tea as a substitute. Green tea lemonade, I think is what I got. And it made me feel like I was doing something for way less calories, way less sugar, all of that. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out what could be some alternatives so I don't feel totally deprived as I'm working on like cleaning up, streamlining, whatever you want to call it, my diet. So I did that. I also got my expense report submitted. I think I've mentioned that. I had to submit all my receipts for travel and meals when I went to the Bay Area for the Human Rights Cadre training. So I got that submitted and sent off. Fingers crossed I did everything correctly because that was my first one. And then I just unpacked all the things that I got from Amazon. So I'm gonna show you what I got. What I'm gonna show you first, I think everything is classroom related. Now again, I'm gonna keep saying these disclaimers. I don't have to spend the money that I choose to spend on the classroom. I choose to. It's either because it's organizational stuff that I need to feel at peace in my classroom, or it just might be aesthetics that I want because it makes me happy. I also budget for this. So I do, when I know I'm setting up a classroom, like as soon as I knew my transfer was approved, I start putting things in place to set money aside so that I was able to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead. I don't have any particular order. I'm gonna show this to you in, again, let me get my little fake tripod together because I'm lazy and unprofessional. I have a tripod somewhere. I don't know where it is. I know it's not in my house though. It's somewhere in the classroom. And if that, it might even be with another teacher. I feel like I let Taylor use it for yearbook, and I don't know that I ever got it back. But I know where to find Taylor, so it's fine. So you guys are on some paper towels. So I'm just gonna show you the things as I have them. Some of them you're probably gonna be like, why? And some of them, I don't know. I will try and remember to link everything in the description box if you want it. So the first thing, excuse me. No. They don't want anyone existing outside. So the first thing that I got was a container of clothespins because I use clothespins on the student work wall that you guys have seen. So that wall is like for written work or anything that can fit in that space, and I just clip it down with a clothespin. I had a fair amount of clothespins, but I think the top 4 on that board have a different size clothespin, and obviously that bothers me, so I had to get another set of clothespins, so the clothespins were uniform. So I got some clothespins. The second thing that I got is this little pouch that I plan on using this as like, not makeup, because I have a different one for that, but just personal things that I want to have a stash of in the classroom. So in my mind right now, I'm going to put Advil in here. I'm going to put cleaner for my glasses in here. I'll probably put some feminine products in here. Some emergency hoop earrings will go in here because there has been a day where I've shown up to school with no earrings on, and that will really throw me in a tailspin when I feel like I'm walking around with no earrings and I'm at work. So that's what I bought this for. This thing was on my gift registry. This is nothing fun. This is a purely organizational piece. So I always collect student papers in number order because that means they're also going to be in alphabetical order for the most part. Typically at the beginning of the year, you'll assign your students numbers that are based on the first letter of their last name, and you're always going to get new students throughout the year. I do not renumber students every time I get a new student. New students end up just being kind of tacked on at the end, which is not a big deal because that just means maybe 1 or 2 students will be out of alphabetical order. If you're a teacher and you have to enter grades and you're grading things, and you know how much more efficient things go when you're entering grades and everything's already in alphabetical order. So I just bought one of these. I stole this idea from Natalia. She did this in her middle school classroom, and when kids were done, she would just have them put their paper behind. I don't know if she was doing it by numbers or just their last name, because maybe she did have her students have assigned numbers. I'm gonna use it for the numbers, but if you look at this, you could have it separated by just letters of the alphabet, because this is really an office supply material. You could have it separated by months of the year, or you can have it separated by numbers, which is what I'm going to do. So this will take some training of the kids to teach them how to go to the counter, which is where this will be housed, to lift the flap up where their number is located, and to neatly put their paper in there. They will be trained to do that, and I'm 100% confident that they'll be able to do it no problems at all. Okay, so I got one of those. Next, I got a pillow cover. I don't know if this is gonna work, we'll see. To go over this pillow. This pillow was in my classroom last year and the years prior, where the color scheme was gray. That color scheme is gone, it's a thing of the past. So I bought this. Hopefully this will fit over that, because this matches the runner that I bought perfectly. It came in a pack of 2. I only needed 1. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna probably try that later on today. So I bought that. And then I gotta go to the back of this table here. I got a few more items. So the next thing I got was a pack of iced coffee cup cozies or iced cup cozies. I have some condition, I don't know what it's called, but in the winter and sometimes even outside of the winter, if the morning is cold and I have an iced coffee, my fingertips get really cold and it takes a long time for them to warm up, and it is actually quite painful. So I started last year using these cup cozies so that when I get something iced from Starbucks or wherever I happen to go, I immediately put it in here so that I don't run the risk of my fingers getting cold. So I bought these. I'm just gonna keep these in the classroom and the car. There's 3 of them in here, so 1 will stay in the car, 1 will stay in the classroom. And I bought this because it matched. That was a frivolous purchase. Do I have a cup cozy already? I do. but that one matched, so I got that one. I also got a pencil sharpener because the one that I had just wasn't working anymore. And this is an automatic pencil sharpener. Supposedly you put your pencil in there, it will sharpen it, and then it will stop when it's done. And there was something else about, oh, I think it has adjustable, you can adjust to the type of pencil you're sharpening, almost to the point where it seemed like you could put colored pencils in here. Not that I will have them do that, but basically a pencil sharpener. I needed a small extension cord, so this is a pack of 3 feet extension cords. And then this is for classroom management purposes. So I think someone asked, what am I using the white shelving unit on the counter for? Those are their student mailboxes. So that's where I store graded work, things that need to go home. It'll go in their mailbox, and they'll each have a folder to put their papers in. I will probably do it the exact same way I did it when I taught elementary school before, where I sent home folders on Wednesday. I can't remember why Wednesday was the day that I picked, but that was the day. So I bought, how many packs of these did I buy? I think I bought 5 packs of these. Enough to get me 30. I think I bought 5 packs of these. Now what's sad is this used to be something I would buy and I would get reimbursed for by the school. We used to get $100 a year for school supplies to start the year. Now we're getting absolutely nothing. So again, if you're not a teacher and you're watching this, please spread the word that teachers are spending a lot of their own money out of pocket to make sure their classes run smoothly and are organized and are like comfortable for students to be in, right on down to things that are basic, like folders. Could I ask parents to buy these? I could, you know, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But yeah, I bought 5 packs of these. The last thing that is classroom related, before I show you what I just got, which none of that is classroom related, are these stools right here. So these are for my small group table. You remember back in the day where everybody had those little stools, you know the ones I'm talking about, like everybody had them. People still have them now. And they were perfectly fine. I just hated the fact that A, you had to put them together. B, I don't know, they just broke easily. And I got mine from IKEA, and I think they broke easily because kids would rock on them. So the ones I had were long gone. So I bought these. I had to buy 2 sets because I think you get 4. I loved the fact that you don't have to put them together at all. They just come out of the box looking like that. They look a lot more sturdy. Like there's not going to be any screws that pop off. So that's the bottom underneath of it. They are stackable, so you can you stop please? So you can stack them in the corner. I just took one out because I needed to see and make sure that I thought it was still going to be okay. But I have these 2 boxes, rather large boxes, sitting in my house now. So that's what I got that is school related. The next set of things I got is in this box, and we're going to have to transfer to the kitchen here, is stuff that I got, you know, as I investigate ways to just be a healthier version of me. So I got a couple of things. And actually, one of them I showed you already. One of them is the scale. So I'm pretty sure the scale is in there. Sorry, hold on. I'm getting my tripod, which is the roll of paper towels and a canister. Set you back up. There we go. One of them is going to be the scale. Where are the scissors? It's a mess in my house right now. Okay, organize it. And oh, there's one more thing I forgot to show you for the classroom. Let me get that. I also bought some tiny little plants because my classroom will be arranged in table groups. And then I do like having a little plant in the middle with the table sign. It just makes it feel like something. As far as the classroom tour is concerned, everything is held up until the carpet gets cleaned, for sure. I just checked with the custodian today. The carpet still hasn't been cleaned. So I can't even begin to think about a classroom tour until the carpet is clean, because then I can put the tables where I want them to be. Like, I don't do the tour until the classroom is pretty much set up the way I intend for it to be. So that's the update on that. But the first thing I got in this box is a mason jar pitcher. So what my plan is, because again, I'm gonna go back to, let's scale down your Starbucks. Let's go back to the, it's your Friday treat. Yay, you made it to the weekend. The other rule that I had is like, I only went on Fridays, or if it was like a double star day. And Starbucks has been real cheap on offering double star days or triple star days, so I don't even know that that's even an issue anymore. So I would only go on Fridays as a treat, and so all the other days, I'm just gonna make my own iced coffee, which is what I was always doing. But I was making my iced coffee the night before every night. So then last night I thought, what if you just made enough iced coffee for several days at a time and just stored it in the refrigerator, because you do like your iced coffee to be extremely iced. Why I hadn't thought of that before, I don't know. But that's what I thought. So I bought this pitcher to put several days worth of iced coffee in, and then I'll just pour it into the coffee cups each morning and go about my business. The next thing is the scale. I bought the, I don't know how to, Inevitable Fitness, InevFit scale. This had good reviews on Amazon. They said it was very accurate, easy to use, just stand on it. Excuse me, mommy's vlogging. Hush. I'm not looking forward to getting on this. I'm not gonna get on it until Friday. But again, I need the data. I need hardcore facts telling me that I'm maintaining weight or losing weight or not gaining weight. So here that is, I got that. And the other thing I'm gonna try is adding protein powder to certain things. So I bought this Wellies almond protein powder. It's real vanilla, vegan, just 4 ingredients, supports heart, digestion, immune system, skin, bone, hair. I'm gonna put this in my iced coffee and see how that goes. And I got vanilla because I always use sugar-free vanilla creamer in my iced coffee. I know that there's flavorless protein powder. We're gonna see how this goes before I start going down that path. So that's it. That's my Amazon haul. I'm gonna put all this stuff away and reorganize. I'm gonna continue to watch The Gilded Age. I just learned from The Gilded Age that a woman is very much so responsible for the building of the Brooklyn Bridge. Had no idea, didn't know that. So I'm gonna continue watching that. And then when it cools down, I'm gonna take the dogs out for a walk and eat my leftovers. I might start looking at like some classroom things also. But again, it's been nice to be at home, just kind of take the day as it goes. I think I'm also getting ready to have a little snack. I'm gonna eat some watermelon. And yeah, so I'll check in with you guys before the day is up to probably close out the vlog at that point. We just got back from our walk not too long ago. Not quite as chaotic as it was yesterday. But a little, you know, Luna's still a work in progress with getting her to sit. What I learned today is that we have to tell her to sit, and then I have to hold my hand on her butt to keep her sitting and just reiterate that you continue to sit even when people walk by. So I came back, unloaded the dishwasher, and now I'm getting ready to eat. And I thought I'd try and show you how this app works. So the name of the app where it's tracking the calorie content and the health content of the food is called, and I think it's from Apple, I'm assuming, Cal AI, I think is what it is, actually. And it looks like this. Turn it around. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but it looks like this. So here's where I'm at for the day. Right now, I have 858 calories left because I went on a walk and burned about 200 calories. That's everything I've done today. All the pictures I uploaded are here. So I had watermelon for a snack. It gave me that information. That's what I had for lunch. I just put in the green tea from Starbucks, and then that was my breakfast. So I'm getting ready to add another meal. So I'm just going to press this plus button, and I want to scan the food, and it gives you a little space. So I'm going to make sure the food is in there, and then I'm going to just hit the button like I'm taking a picture, and then it's going to do this while I wait. Almost there, almost there. Okay, so this is telling me this is 166 calories, which I think is on the lower end. I think it's more than that. And based on that, when I finish eating this, I still would have 692 calories left. So I feel like that's pretty good. I'm not going to consume another 692 calories because after I eat dinner, at most, I'll eat like a few of these little honey graham, dark chocolate honey graham with sea salt squares from Trader Joe's. I usually eat 3 of those. But that's it. So I'm liking the app so far. I'm definitely going to keep using it, but I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm going to go sit down. I'm now in season 3 of the Gilded Age. So I'm going to sit down and enjoy that. I might edit this tonight, I might not, it just depends. But if you enjoyed seeing what you've seen, actually, I guess I don't know if I'll edit it tonight, but I'm going to end this vlog here is what I'm saying. So if you enjoyed seeing today, give this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell, especially if you're waiting on the classroom tour. But again, that can't come until the carpet is cleaned and all of that, and I'm not sure when that's going to happen, but it is going to come. If you'd like to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. I will respond to them as quickly as I can and as many as I can. Just so you know, I tend to, like, my rule is, especially when I upload daily, is after I finish editing a new video I'm about to upload, that's when I'll go back and look at the comments from the previous one, and I'll answer all the ones that are there and respond to those. So the quicker you watch videos and the sooner you comment on the video, the more likely it is that I'll actually respond. And then after that, it's just like, if I sporadically happen to see one or halftime, I will respond. I don't know if you care, but that's how I do it. But as always, I hope that you guys are well, and if you're not well, please be well, and I'll see you in the next video. Woofy! In the next video. Bye.